How's it going, everybody? My name is Rob. I'm here with another Gutter Growth podcast. Today I have with me Jesse with JNA Rain Gutters.
Yep.
Jesse, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the gutter industry.
Well, the gutters, I started back in '06, almost 20 years. I'll be celebrating my 20-year anniversary next year. One of my buddies says, I told him about rain gutters, and he did some research on rain gutters and opened up a rain gutter business. And he had too much on his plate to balance the rain gutter business with other things that he was doing. So he asked me if, hey, you want to buy the rain gutter machine off me? And I was like, heck yeah, I'll buy it off you. And never looked back. I bought the machine off him. My wife bought me my first trailer.
Okay.
And I still got that first machine I bought in '06 and my first trailer in '06.
Okay, wow. So you've been doing it since '06.
Yeah.
Dude, that had to take some, especially back in '06. I mean, that was, times were pretty wild back then.
Yeah. It was rough. I went to yep.
I mean, you made it through the dip in '08 through '10. You're still here with us. That's amazing.
And I got, I got 3 machines.
So who do we have here to your right?
These are my office managers.
Okay.
This is Anthony and Michael.
Anthony and Michael. All right. Thank you for being on.
Anthony is up north, California. We're from California, up north.
Okay.
Lake County. Trying to branch out over there.
Let's see, you have multiple locations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many locations do you have total?
We're in the works of 3.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
It's tough. I kind of like the struggle a little, ups and downs. Like, makes me think more and pushes me more.
Absolutely.
I can do it for sure.
All right. So we are here at the first California Gutter Growth Live event. What drew you here? I mean, obviously, you're not doing bad by any means. You've got 3 locations. You said you were at the summit earlier this year, but what made you want to come this time?
Yeah, I went to the Gutter Summit. And it was awesome. I learned a lot. I just always feel like I need to learn more. I don't know everything, so
okay.
I just feel like it can't hurt,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be able to write everything off for the weekend, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Where do you come from? What's your background? What made you want to get into gutter? Why, why gutter? I mean, I don't know. I find that the gutter industry, I didn't really choose the gutter industry. The gutter industry chose me. So I'm always really curious as to why people get in. Some people, I mean, they have, money issues or whatever. They're like, hey, I can go sling gutter. It's easier than most other trades. But, what made you want to be a gutter guy?
I would say that the gutter life definitely chose me. I was struggling financially in this little pocket of trying to figure out how to make money, and I was grateful enough to know Jesse and Michael here. He's my cousin.
Okay.
So
it's good to keep it in the family.
Yeah, and I just started doing estimates, and I was like, okay, I can do estimates. And then I went back 4 hours up north, and I said I could do estimates up here. And we landed 2 jobs up north, and if you could land 1 job, you could land 100, so so after those 2 jobs, I was like, okay, I think we're going to expand this up north.
Okay.
And that's how I got involved.
Okay, so you each run your own location?
Yeah, I actually kind of manage more so the Central California Valley area as
Okay.
opposed to Anthony here running the northern locations of California.
Is it ever like a competition, because
No, not really competition. We help
no?
each other out, and
Okay.
yeah, if we have any questions or we got to work with each other, we do. We travel back and forth. So
Okay, nice. Man. So about I mean you don't have to get into exact specifics, but about how much are you running per year out of your location here in Central California? So I've always been curious, like different markets. I know in the Midwest, I mean, if you're doing half a million, three-quarter of a million per location, you're doing okay. If you're doing 1.5 to 3 million, in Orlando, you're doing pretty well. But really, what does it take to stay sustainable here in
We're
California?
doing about 1.5 right now. Last year we did. We should be more above that
Okay.
with the central one. We just opened the JNA Rain Gutters up north, so we really don't know the numbers yet.
Okay.
But we should do pretty good next year. And really, we started late this year with the up north, but this year we should we already have plans on going to the markets, the what is it?
The home shows.
The home shows and stuff where we got some already set up. And
Absolutely. So what speaking of home shows, what kind of home shows are you looking at?
home and garden.
Home and garden?
They have the ag show too in Tulare here in California. Little vending. Let's see, all up and down. We're trying to take everything that will let us in up and down California.
Okay.
Try to
You ever thought about taking Bentley Smithing? So with shows and stuff like that, I don't know if you guys are enthusiasts of cars or anything like that, but you very rarely, if ever, will see Bentley at an international auto show, something like that. Right? All those guys, they go and they advertise at boat shows. They advertise at shows for all sorts of luxury yachts and airlines and stuff like that, to where you're actually seen as almost a door prize, right? So somebody can't go in and they can't afford a $150,000, $250,000 boat, but they see your booth on the way out, and they go, "Wow, you know what? I've seen these trips in my house forever. Hey, give me an estimate." And then you go out there, and compared to what they were going to go spend, that $250,000, you come out and you give them a $2,500, $3,500 quote. They're like, "Wow, that's nothing," and they really easy sign up.
never
So.
heard that one.
Yeah, absolutely try it, man. It's about what you're comparing yourself to, right? So, and I'm not saying don't go to the home and garden expos. You're definitely going to get traction there, but think outside the box a little bit and go where your enemy's not.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's so many emerging ways of advertising and just getting to clients now that. I heard before I left Orlando, I heard a radio ad for a gutter company.
Oh,
They had no idea. Like the guys reading the ad didn't even know what the heck they were doing. And it seems old school, and I mean, it seems like it would be smart, right? You want to be on the radio, you want to be on TV and billboards and everything, but now there's so many cheaper ways to be able to get at your clients, right? And I mean, obviously, you guys have found a great way to get through to your clients, sticking around since '06. Really quickly, I did look on the internet and I see that you've got a perfect record of 5-star reviews. What is your philosophy behind your company and the way that you run things that has allowed you to have a perfect record in this business since '06? I mean, you're talking '06. That's before Google was even really a thing.
yeah. I went to the struggles, but when the guys go out there, if you have they forget a caucus, a miter or end cap, you got to stay on top of the repairs for sure.
Okay.
Me, myself, if I know a customer calls and say, "Hey, my gutter's leaking, you just installed it," I can't sleep. So I have to either me go out there, or if they're en route, hey, go take care of the customer. Customers first for sure. Yeah, the word of mouth goes a long way, and I just don't like that bad taste in my mouth if something's wrong with the gutter that we did. Get on it ASAP.
Okay.
That's
So really, it's just
Communication.
Okay.
Communications too. I hear a lot of customers saying, I called this and this gutter company, then they don't answer, they don't call back. I answered. He goes, you answered, you got the job. I haven't even given you an estimate yet.
That's good.
Yeah, and I try to be the first one there. I try to stay on top of it. They call, get on the estimate ASAP. Yeah.
That's why they say the early bird gets the worm, right? That was literally half of our business in Orlando is nobody else picked up. You know. Now, do you guys running in-house CRM like Jobber or Drip Jobs or something?
Yeah, we have Jobber.
Okay, great. Great. So they get a lot of good built-in features and AA features for follow-up and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been on Jobber for about 3 years, and we're still learning Jobber. I think they always have something new and stuff like that on Jobber.
Absolutely, man. It's having multiple locations. You guys run the enterprise version, where you have, or is it all under one?
It's all,
All under one Jobber. Okay.
I don't know about that one. See.
Yeah. See, so there is an enterprise version that you can use. That you can switch it up by location, and what we did is we actually switched it up by business because we had multiple businesses under one roof. And you'll have different tabs at the top of the screen. You'll have, JNA North, JNA Central, JNA South, JNA Las Vegas, whatever you're going to have there. And you can just click through all the tabs. And then whenever you run your reports, you can run your report for just that location, or you can run a batch report for all locations and get all of your reporting in one, which is, I'm not necessarily doing a commercial for Jobber here, but
Yeah.
it does a lot of stuff. It's a really cool program. I know Tim uses it for Griswold's, and I used it for many years. So we're actually now on to Drip Jobs, which has quite a bit more of your follow-up capabilities, kind of built-in automations built in. So, because like you said, it's really about being there for the customer whenever they need you, and whether it is whether it's a leak after an install, or whether it's a quick text message, hey, we saw that you called and we're going to get with you in just a few moments. All that really matters.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and it seems like you've impressed a lot on these guys to where, you've got, 3 locations total that you're running.
Yeah.
And you're here, you're doing a bang up job, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
I don't think you ever stop learning.
Yeah, even just the little Jobber thing right there, it's the company may be 20 years in, but we're still learning every day, about new ways to grow, and we always stay students, to everything. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
And then again, going back to the whole customer relationship thing too, I think a big part of it is, just the old-fashioned ways of doing things, as far as just being transparent, honesty, communication with the customer. That's the core of any business, I think. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, good customer service and a good product. So I was kind of surprised to hear that, because, a big sponsor of today here out in California is Alirex, right? Because, Alirex is from Canada. Yeah. They're really looking to spread and kind of do here in America what they did in Canada. I've been using them for the last 3.5 years down in Florida. And I was really surprised to hear that you guys had just done an install. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So can you tell me a little, what product did you use of theirs?
It was the double layer.
Was it the Double Pro or?
Yeah, Double Pro.
Okay.
So when I went to the summit, they're awesome, man. They gave me sweaters, shipped me sweaters, a display. Now I have their display at the home show. And they gave me about 100 feet of screens.
Oh, wow.
And so, I was holding them on for a long time. Man, these are nice. And I waited for the right moment where I sent them up north, and then that's when he kind of took over and took the pictures and see how they worked and stuff.
Okay.
They're installed. But yeah.
Yeah, man. That product has been absolutely amazing. It's customers are always shocked whenever you start hanging off of it, especially whenever I hang off of it. Look, I'm not a small guy, and I'm not going to pretend I'm a small guy, right? And there are pictures of me up there.
That's cool.
You know, it's absolutely wild. And it's really cool. It's, you know, it's a really one of a kind product. You don't see that in our industry very often, and it's versatile. You know, I've tried it out on box gutter, slant face gutter, stuff like that. And then they do have like half round and everything. So I mean, you can use it for just about any style. It's really amazing.
Yeah, it clipped right in, just super fast, and it looked just super clean, seamless. Yeah, it looks
It looks
It
seamless.
looks seamless.
No, well, you know what I like about it is that everything's like laser straight.
Yeah.
So I'm really, whenever I was an installer, I was really asked, like I was anal retentive. I was not the funnest person to work for because, you know, you get a new guy sometimes and then you look at the gutter and it's like in, out, in, out. I'm like, no, dude, no, it's straight, you know?
Right.
Here, your impact privileges have been taken away. Go grab a drill, set a chuck, learn how to do it right. You know.
Back to basics. Yeah.
So I know that we're going to be about wrapping up here because we've got more people going to be coming in. But what would you say has been maybe not one, but some of the biggest changes in the way that the industry was in '06 and is now in 2025?
Biggest change is the for sure the social media. You know, before I just had my truck wrapped and my trailer wrapped. Hopefully somebody would see it advertising. I never got in the green the yellow pages, but as soon as Facebook and stuff came out, that's when things changed for sure. Post every day. Get the customer reviews on Google, on Facebook. That's a big change right there. Stay on top of that for sure.
Outstanding. Right on. Well, this is about where we drop off. Again, my name is Robert with Gutter Growth Podcast. Been here with JNA Gutters. Hope you guys have a great one. We'll talk to you again here after a while. We're going to go party and have some fun. You'll hopefully see some of those clips soon.
Awesome. Take care, guys.
All right.